guys, here I am on my walk again. I think this is going to be my new thing because frankly I'm out of the house and the toddler is not jumping on me. This is my first question. Do you have a business that needs to support your life? And if your answer is yes, then you have to get good at selling, okay? And sometimes we just need that little kick in the butt that says, it doesn't really matter if you love it or not. It is something that you have to do. So that's number one. Do you have a business that you need to support you in your life? And if yes, then it makes it very clear you at least have to start practicing the mindset that what you have to offer is valuable. And that is the second thing. So when we value our work, when we value ourselves, we naturally want to share that, right? So when you wake up in the morning, if you're juiced up about your business, say you're a photographer and you're like, oh, I need to get new clients and I'm so excited. I just learned this new technique on how to really make someone look amazing in a headshot for business, okay? And you know that, and you're like, I literally just found the best technique. And if you choose to keep that to yourself because you're scared or you feel that you're going to be salesy, well, that is actually doing a disservice to the person who needs a good headshot. Am I right? So you could take this in any area, but if what you do is help people or offer a service that in some ways enhances someone's life, solves a problem, or creates good in their life, then this applies to you. If you need it to support you and you believe in it, that's a very, very good start. The other piece is that selling online, I think, can feel salesy because a lot of times we're missing that interaction with people. So there are two suggestions I have around that. And one of the suggestions is if you're putting yourself out there in a very authentic way, then when you finally get on the phone with somebody or get in an email conversation with somebody, they should feel comfortable with you. So if you're creating the know, like, and trust factor with your audience all the time by doing things like this, by getting on Facebook Live, by putting out really heartfelt posts, then you have a foundation where when you go into a sales call or a sales conversation, you already are trusted. So I think that's just a major thing to think about. I would not suggest going into calls where you don't have a little bit of that built. So maybe you're going to go into a call with somebody who somebody referred to you and they don't know you at all. A good suggestion could be to send them some information about you. Hey, I just wanted to send you 5 fun facts about me. Do you have, any of these in common with me? Or reply back. So you want to create a foundation where you actually have a bit of a relationship with somebody before you go into a sales call or sales conversation. And that can really help you feel more confident because so much about selling is being not only confident in your product, but confident in the process, confident in your numbers. And so I said there were two pieces to this. So when you get on the call with somebody, if you have that foundation that you have a little bit of the know, like, and trust going, it's just going to be much more smooth. And a lot of times somebody already knows before you even get on the conversation whether or not they want to buy from you. And it's not actually your job to sell to them because I don't really believe in that. I believe that people know clearly whether they need it. Now, there can be sometimes where someone needs encouragement because it's best for them. So the second piece of advice for this when getting on a call is that you own the fact that you can help them and that you have really stepped into that authority in yourself. And so say I'm getting on a sales call with you, and I'm just going to call it a conversation, right? Because a lot of times I don't know if I want to work with somebody either. And it really is like, I always say, like, do you want to get on a call to see if we're a good fit? And I genuinely mean that. So I'm never expecting 100% that somebody is going to sign up with me, because honestly, I don't know if I want to sign up with them. So there is that bit of ease that comes with it. But when the alignment happens, and you know that what you have is really good for them. I'm going to use an example. Say you get on a call with me and you're like, Jaya, I'm so frustrated with growing my business. I just feel stuck around my messaging. And sometimes I feel like I don't know exactly who I'm talking to. And then I'm like, oh my God, girl, I totally can help you with that, right? Then I feel a genuine responsibility to let you know as clearly as possible that I can help you. Because if I don't do that, then how am I going to, one, grow my business, but two, how is that helpful to you, right? And so if you start to look at selling your services or products in that way, that it's like you owe it to them to speak as clearly as possible and to show up in confidence so that you can help them, right? So when you're in that call, it's really about having that little foundation of know, like, and trust, but then also having the foundation, once you establish that it's somebody you want to work with and you can help them with their issue, that you take it as your 100% responsibility to show up and explain it the very, very best you can. And in my opinion, that's all it is. That's all a sales call is like, let's see if we have a match. And if we have a match, let me explain to you exactly what I can do to help you to solve your problem. And if they don't want it, then you don't want them. So that's kind of the last piece. I think this was about 5 things that I went over. But the last piece, I think, really is just being disattached. And so it's like anything, when we use the law of attraction, it is so important to put 100% in. But the 100% in is a belief. It's a belief really in the highest and best. So it's like, even if before you get on the call, you're setting yourself up, you're like, all right, I got my know, like, and trust going. I sent them my diligence. I asked them 5 things about them, told them 5 things about me. I feel a little bit comfortable with this person. And then you get on the call and you find alignment and you feel, yes, I can really help this person. Then the next step is to just go highest and best. You know, in your mind, just, okay, if this is meant to be, this is going to happen, and I know that I'm showing up 100% and really explaining clearly what I do and what I can offer, then it just takes the pressure off. Like, nobody wants to feel pressured to buy. And when I ask you, how does it feel to sell your services? And you say, it feels salesy or spammy or whatever. I believe it's probably because we're invested in the wrong outcome. We're invested in the outcome we think is the best. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes somebody getting on a call with you and you deciding that it wasn't the right fit is the absolute best thing for you in that moment, right? You may not have thought that it would be, but what if it could be? Because I've had calls where I didn't even make the offer because it didn't feel right. And I couldn't try and cram that circle into a square. It just straight up wasn't right. And I learned a valuable lesson. And that person actually still is like a fan of me and probably tells other people about me because I didn't try to cram that experience into something it wasn't, right? And so even if before you go on the call, you just do a little prayer for and just release your shoulders, open your heart and just say, highest and best. I am open for the highest and best to come out of this call. And then remind yourself of that as you're going through the motions of expressing to somebody what you can do to help them. Just still hold that space for highest and best. Does it sound like a relief to go into a call and just, instead of thinking, oh, am I going to do good, or is it going to work out? Am I going to get the sale? Am I going to get the money? Highest and best. And the right people will be attracted to you when you are clear and confident. And when you can speak with ease about what you do because you believe in it so much. And that is when the law of attraction really kicks in, and people just like want to work with you. And it's about you deciding, do I want to work with them? Because that is the way it should be. Because you are so awesome and you have so much to give, and you standing in that and really helping the people who also help you become better at what you do is helping everybody, right? So you guys, I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.